So here's a look at the Cottage Grove Speedway from the exit of turn 2. Really walking up and looking at the track, this place has kind of changed throughout the years. To me, it looks like it's a little bit flatter now than it used to be, and the shape is kind of different. This is our first time here this year, so we'll see how it races, but we got a good field of 360 sprint cars on hand, and this is the opening night of the Marvin Smith Memorial. So the main goal tonight is we need to run in the top 4 in the A main event, because that locks us into tomorrow's finale, and I believe starts us in those first 2 rows for 41 laps and $4,100 to win. So just like anything, we got to put all of the pieces of the puzzle together. Hot lap well, qualify good, get through our heat race, get into a draw, start up front of the feature, try to lead laps and check out. And more importantly, we got to make the right changes and, you know, move with our race car throughout the night, depending on what the track's doing, what the weather's doing, all factors considered, how I feel in the seat. And, you know, like I said, that's all about putting that puzzle together correctly. And whoever can do that best will be parked on the front stretch at the end of the night. So helps we also won yesterday, a little confidence booster. We're feeling good, and it's time to get the 18T on track soon here in Cottage Grove.
If you win the heat race tonight and beat Johnny and Forte, $100.
Okay.
But hey, don't crash your car doing it. It's not worth $50.
So we just got done with qualifying, ended up second quick, and Dad is saying my buddy Johnny Burke, he starts on the pole of our heat race. If we beat him, $100. You guys have seen Johnny on the channel. Anyway, our night is underway here at Cottage Grove. 26 360s, and we ended up second quick in our flight. Track was pretty slimy and hot laps started to work in as we got into time trials. I told you guys about the banking and the track feeling different, or I should say looking. Once you get out there and you get to speed, you can feel it. Definitely as you move up, you just feel like you're sitting more even, and like I said, the surface is just much flatter. So as we look at previous notes and we're working on our car, you really have to take that into consideration, because, you know, flatter and more banking, like all that is part of the process of putting your setup together and going fast. So as the track's slicking it off, which it is already starting to, we're going to be looking for drive in some different ways. Overall though, happy with where we're at, just looking for that little bit extra going around the racetrack, just trying to be better. So as the night goes on, we just keep getting faster and faster. But heat race will be up next. We got to finish in the top 4. Sometimes when you look at a driver's helmet, it kind of tells you the story. Yeah, the racetrack's pretty hooked up right now. They actually kind of tilled it after qualifying, brought some grip back. We started 4th and finished 2nd in our heat race. Nice that we moved forward 2 spots, but really didn't feel where I wanted to, you know, after the heat. You're probably like, well, Tanner, you went forward 2 spots. That's awesome. I mean, yeah, that's good, and it didn't really matter. I think we were gonna make the redraw based off our qualifying time if we just ran in the top 4. But my car, like, I just felt like I got worse from qualifying, not better. So we're really kind of going to work on that. We just made some changes. I kind of wonder if it almost feels like my car's a little high and I'm really spinning. I just don't feel like I'm in the racetrack, and I don't feel stuck anywhere. In qualifying, I felt stuck in some spots and free in others, but like in that heat race, I really didn't feel like I felt like I'm just spinning as I'm moving around the track. And that's a super frustrating feeling. Probably could have grabbed a little bit of wing, that might have helped my cause, but I feel like we're trying to get tight with our race car, but we're not achieving what we're trying to achieve in the right ways, if that makes sense. We have some of the right ideas, but we're not making the correct adjustments. So we're gonna do some homework here. We're gonna have a dash. We're gonna start in the first 3 rows tonight, which is awesome. Hopefully we can draw a good pill, but no matter what, we gotta make some better calls and get this thing, you know, just a little more to my liking.
5. All right, you want Tanner to help you pop it? All right, Tanner Holmes, 1 is still available.
Good, buddy.
Oh, big pop. Got it. He almost got to it up there.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
In position number 3.
There you go, bud.
All right.
Okay guys, I'm going up to look at the track. Gosh man, we have only gotten worse throughout the night. Started 3rd there in that dash and ran 5th. I just feel so frustrated with my car. I need to get my head right a little bit. It's messing with me. We're just going the wrong direction on things. We're just not making the right calls. That's okay. We can do it. But yeah, it's just so hard to know exactly what to do. The racetrack's so weird. It's not super racy. I feel like everybody's kind of in the same boat. Track position's gonna be key. You know, it'd be nice to be on the front row here, but a lot's gonna happen during this race. Looks like they're trying to till the top. I don't know if that's gonna bring the top side in or not, but man, the bottom's just so good right now and everybody's down there. So this is gonna be an interesting feature no matter what with lap traffic. And so I think that's where for us, maybe it'll be better to be, you know, where we're at than up there in that mess, but we still wanna get up there, man. I wanna win this race really bad. So I just, gosh, it's just frustrating though when you're, you know, I know that right now I'm being handicapped by our car being off and then, you know, like I said, and the racetrack's just not super racy. So we'll keep at it. So we're pulling a tear off right now. Well, literally I put a bunch of tear offs on because of the racetrack, but I'm pulling a tear off. We made some adjustments trying to free this thing up, kind of not be so balled up going around the track. And then now I got a bunch of wing adjustment throughout the race. So trying to get our car where we're good early with the field load. And then like I said, as we need grip, I can just do my job behind the wheel. Might be tough to pass here, no matter what, everyone's got the same track. But I think more importantly, it's just trying to get through a couple guys, and then traffic is gonna be everything. You're definitely gonna win this in traffic and being smart about where you go. So it's gonna be a long race. We're still not in a bad spot. We're, you know, in the first 3 rows and just gotta do our thing and make it happen. So we're rolling out.
Hey, bud. Love you. You got this. Hammer down. Kick ass. You have to take it slow for a little bit. You gotta take it slow. But get some warm-up laps. You know, check your tires, make sure they're good. Warm up a little bit. Be good. Look around, especially on the start down there. You know, work quick. You don't know what they're gonna do.
this thing's pretty muddy. Harley, where'd we end up?
Second.
First loser. First loser tonight. Not necessarily the performance tonight we were hoping for. I mean, we salvaged a good finish, but we definitely could have put ourselves in a little bit better position. In the feature, I dropped back 2 spots on the start. Just made my life a little bit harder, and I felt like as a driver tonight, I did a lot of what I could. It's just our setup and our balance, like we were not on point there, and it really hurt us. Even at a show like this 360 race, like we were off enough to where we were in bad spots and just were vulnerable and got passed. Like I said, went backwards and then had to fight our way forward. And just with the racetrack, like it was so difficult to pass even lap cars. Like lap cars were going the same speed as us, and even if we're going faster, and if they're not really missing their mark, like there was no way around. Shoot, I mean, I'm lucky, honestly, I'm in one piece, because there was a couple situations where I almost got fenced by lap cars and got stuck for like a year behind a couple of them. Like it was just so frustrating, you know, with a 1 lane around the bottom situation. Trust me, like I tried to make other lines work. I was going in the fluff, diamond in, trying to run around the rim, and yeah, long story short tonight, I felt like I ran cowboy up really, really hard. I really gave it all I had there in the feature and just came up 1 spot short. Didn't, you know, never was really in a position to have a shot at winning the race, but really tried to make the most out of tonight and, you know, salvage a good finish. And obviously to be upset with second, that's normal and part of life, but still need to clean some things up on my end, and we'll get there. But, you know, overall, I guess a solid night for the 18T.